Hey guys, welcome back. Today I am so excited to be watching Season 5, Episode 14 of Brooklyn Nine-Nine because this, according to IMDb, is the highest rated episode of the entire show. The second highest rated episode of the show is the Halloween episode from the season, which it's definitely a moment for the history books, me reacting to that, wearing my Spider-Man costume. It just it makes sense for the show. It's just so funny looking back at it. But I absolutely loved that episode, and this episode is rated even higher than that. So what is going to happen? I kind of just want to get into the episode. But real quick, before we get started, make sure to subscribe and turn on the bell so you get notified whenever I post a new Brooklyn Nine-Nine reaction every Tuesday and Friday. Starting now. The first 3 weeks of the month I had company, and so I couldn't really stick to a schedule, but now that it's, back to normal at the house, I am going to commit to a consistent schedule. There's double uploads today and Friday to make up for the past couple of weeks. Anyways though, if you want to see my full-length reactions to this season of Brooklyn Nine-Nine, become a member by joining my Patreon. Click the first link in the description down below. Without further ado, it is time to watch Season 5, Episode 14, which is called The Box. Dun dun dun. Oh, smooth music. Oh. Hey, what are you doing here?
Philip Davidson. Detective Jake Roth asked me to drop by.
The dentist who murdered someone.
Ooh.
What are you smiling about?
How uncomfortable this guy is.
Ooh.
Jacked up the thermostat, got the
Holt,
table
you
all
looking
sticky,
sharp.
made one of the chair legs too short, and worst of all, I had Gina greet him. Clear motive, clear means, and a non-existent alibi, but the DA won't bring a charge because he says it's all circumstantial.
I better call Kevin and tell him I won't be attending the opera. There's someone else I'd rather hear sing.
Oh, damn!
H-O-L.
It's under my name, Holt. I'm pretty sure your husband knows your name, Holt. That's so funny. They did that the other episode. 6:46 p.m.
You're right, he did it. But we have no murder weapon, no witnesses, and you really didn't find any usable forensic evidence?
Bear semen found in the hair.
Right, who found the body?
Hikers, you're really gonna just blow past the bear semen
Yeah.
detail?
I imagine a bear mistook the rotting corpse for a female of its species and had intercourse with it. Peralta, do you know what I miss most about being a detective?
Getting your
A good
hands dirty.
interrogation, breaking suspects down.
Oh, yeah.
Leaning.
That was amazing.
So, can I join you?
Yeah.
A lot of these techniques do work better with two people.
Detective.
The
This is Captain Raymond Holt. He's a bit of a legend in interrogation circles. Hey, Cap, who's the scariest person you've ever gotten a confession out of?
Connie Buttons.
Okay. You were the last person to see him alive, correct?
Nah, I'd imagine whoever killed him saw him after I did.
Ooh, nice dodge. You're quick.
Pretty
like a cat.
smooth.
Who else was in the office?
Hygienist and anesthesiologist had gone home, and Grace, who usually locks up, had left early because her grandson had a...
So there was no one else
So
there.
It was just you and Robert. It was all backed up on his home laptop. Would you like to hear what he said the meeting was about? 7 p.m. Talk with Philip about...
Missing meds.
Missing meds hardly sounds like firing Cheryl, so maybe you want to
He
explain.
thought Cheryl was stealing diazepam, that's why he wanted to fire her.
Oh, he's good. He's good.
Let me guess, you practice that?
Yeah, you gotta insult him to
Obviously.
get into his favor.
Unless you have any other big revelations in here. He started the practice, and then I joined after.
Captain, something's come up in the case. Can I talk to you outside for a sec? What the hell are you doing in there? You totally undermined me.
I'll badger him with my superior intellect while simultaneously belittling you. Once Philip dismisses you as a threat, I'll leave you alone with him, and he'll let his guard down. Just ask him to confess. Ooh, relate everything back to those movies you see.
Kind of seems like a shot at me about Die Hard,
Yeah.
but okay. You can't handle the tooth.
That's the
You know, if
truth.
it comes up naturally.
Yeah.
It won't.
It might.
I actually think it can't.
You can't.
So what do you... I'm a meticulous person. I'm careful how I do.
Like how you
So
murder
careful
people.
that you... I'm sorry, I forgot what I was going to say.
People bleeding there every day. We have to sanitize it by law.
Ooh, I remember what I was going to ask. Did you kill him?
No. You didn't have your phone. I left it charging in my office, and I didn't realize till I was already out of the
Why didn't you go back?
So you took a cab to this bar. But we talked to the employees of this
And they
hospital.
didn't see you?
Nobody saw you there. Nobody remembers seeing you. And I spent my whole time in the corner talking to this woman, Dana. Oh, so you
Dana.
said. But when we ran all the credit card receipts, nobody named Dana.
Because she paid in
Well, you guys
cash.
that night. I need to deal with this. Let's take a 5.
Or I could keep this interview going solo.
Of course, I'm sure that'll be very
Productive.
helpful.
You know I'm playing hardball, except for that the balls are questions. And here they come. What kind of car did Robert drive? Also, Dana from the bar, what color was her hair?
Robert drove a Saab. Dana's hair was blonde and sterilized on Wednesdays and Saturdays. I haven't been to Vernon in 20 years. The phone was plugged into the wall.
That makes you seem so guilty. It's like having an answer ready for anything. Like, you would need to think about it, not because you're lying, just because unless you're guilty, you're not prepared like this. If someone asked me what car I drove, it would take me a minute to to think about it. Also, I wouldn't remember all the questions he just asked.
The cab driver had a beard and an earring. I'm sorry I didn't get his license number.
Beard in an ear. Like, how would you know that? You don't pay attention to things like that.
Although it is interesting that you knew the body was found in Vernon, New York, when that information hasn't been released to the public.
Oh.
Well, hello, darling.
Good job, Jake. Okay, that's good. They got him on a slip up, but that's still how's he gonna talk his way out of it? Because he's going to.
Which kind of seems like something only the murderer would have done.
Yeah.
Actually, Robert's wife told me. I've been talking with her a lot.
So what did you mean when you said that you hadn't been to Vernon in 20 years?
My uncle has a cabin there. I would visit him as a kid.
Wow. So your uncle owns a cabin
In the same
found
place
where
the body
found.
was.
Either way, we've got you.
We don't have him.
But I just told him we did have him.
Philip's uncle said he hasn't been to the cabin in months and he hasn't spoken to Philip in over a year.
I want me to lie and for you to stand behind me and say like 3 oh dams when I really get cooking. All right, fine, 2 oh dams.
No.
1 oh dam?
You're guessing what happened that night, but what if Philip never went to the cabin?
He did. I can feel it here.
Your stomach?
No, my gut.
Yeah.
Your gut or intestines is lower. You should point down here, closer to your pubis.
I'm good.
Suppose you're wrong.
I'm good.
I convince him I'm unstable. I run in there screaming. I throw a chair through the 2-sided mirror. Glass goes everywhere. Let's get intimate.
Yeah.
So, Philip, you're hanging out at the bar with Dana.
Blonde Dana.
Who was the guest?
Amy Adams,
Who's that?
famous actress.
Yeah.
Why would you?
Wow, you got some old silver fillings in there. No, open wide. Let me see.
No. Jake.
Not only do we not break him, but now I have to go to the dentist?
We need a new strategy. And all this dental talk is giving me an idea. It's funny when people call dentists doctor.
Yeah.
We are doctors. We do 4 years of medical school.
Now it's called dental school.
Not.
We learn about the entire body.
Most people want to become actual
Ooh.
doctors.
That's ridiculous. It's not like we're college professors calling ourselves doctors.
It's not the same thing, my friend. I know we live in a world where anything can mean anything, and nobody even cares about etymology.
Now can we lie?
No. But you know what often works?
What?
Making him confront his victim.
Oh, do the Dexter approach,
Look
like show
your
the
dead
pictures.
friend And say his name.
Robert.
Okay, maybe say his full name.
Robert Tupper.
Try not to blink so tears come into your eyes.
Robert Rob Henry Tupper.
Man, this guy is a good murderer.
There's got to be some way to break him.
We rarely get episodes where we focus on just one thing throughout the entire episode. We had our 99th episode where it focused on the A-plot, all of the 99 trying to get their way back to New York, and all of these things keep happening. And it's really, not very common for that sort of thing to happen. So it's interesting how a seemingly normal episode has just an A-plot. And we've only seen Gina, Jake, and Holt, from our main cast so far. I don't know if we're going to see any other cast members, but I'm liking it. How are we going to break him? They were doing good with the doctor approach. You were starting to get, emotion. So you really just need to, get him to be angry about something. I think just, really get him to feel emotions, so that way he's not paying attention to what he's saying. He's not thinking before he speaks. Also, whenever I see Sterling K. Brown, I think about Supernatural. I think about his character, Gordon. And there's, a little bit of anger that just kind of, bubbles up inside me. And, I'm frustrated that they're not going anywhere with Philip right now. But he's good. You gotta hand it to him. He's good.
He never, for instance, skipped a party so he could micromanage me as I tried to do my job. That's what got me out of
Ooh.
that. You don't think the fact that he skipped the opera has anything to do with him not believing in you?
No, let's not do this.
Okay. Why did he make you dumb cop? Or why wasn't he dumb cop?
Please, you never would have bought
Yeah.
that. It's just that.
You're such a great
two of us
actor,
are
Jake.
unbelievable.
You're not interrogating us, we're interrogating you.
Exactly. Tell us about that diazepam. If Cheryl didn't take it, then who did? Because we're pretty sure it was you.
All those strategies you've been coming after me with.
They're
those
your
are all
ideas?
Your ideas?
The guitar thing was mine.
And you signed off on that?
All right, listen, you son of a bitch. You think you're smarter than us? You think you've gotten away with it? You haven't. We're gonna find something. One skin cell, one eyelash, one tiny inconsistency in your story.
Oh, the chair throw.
I feel like I lost the upper hand because I still think it's about you.
You know you're one of my best detectives.
So let me do this my way.
I did. I let you do it your way, and it was a disaster.
This guy has just really gotten under my skin.
Yeah.
I too.
I'm gonna go to the bathroom and try and clear my head.
I think that's a good idea.
Good.
What's he gonna do?
Oh, no, Peralta, what are you doing?
Guess what, you dick? I just got off the phone with Vernon P.
Interesting.
But my uncle only has one neighbor, and I'm pretty sure he didn't identify.
Because he's dead.
Oh, really? Because you were so careful.
Because he's been dead 3 years.
Yeah. There it is.
So this is how it looks to me. You were lying in an attempt to frame my client.
No.
No.
Look, even if we were lying about having a witness.
What you are.
You screwed up, and my client's leaving.
Nah, he can't leave until I dismiss him.
You've
You
had
don't
him
have
for 10
proof.
hours.
Then I'll just keep him for 14 minutes.
Seriously? Just to be childish?
Yeah.
Are you that desperate for everyone to know how great you are?
It's not about everyone, okay? It's just... I wanted you to know.
Aw. What?
Oh my god.
What? What?
I'm about to monologue.
Oh,
son.
yeah.
You better make it quick. You only got 8 minutes.
Alright, then let me paint you a picture. I'm Philip, a successful periodontist that's become addicted to diazepam. Here's a pic I found on Yelp of the surgical suite 6 months ago, and here's a shot that our crime scene photographer
Oh,
took.
what's
The
missing?
Yelp shot has 6 of these heavy-looking glass awards from the Brooklyn Periodontic Society in the background, whereas this shot only has 5. Never would have gotten away with it in your carpeted office.
That's not what happened.
Don't say anything more, Philip.
And your office manager would have heard all of the screaming, but she was at her grandson's play. Lucky again. You panicked and left your phone in your office, and you don't have your car keys, but Robert's are in his pocket, so you put him in his car and you take off. You're the luckiest son of a...
It wasn't luck.
Yes, it was. You got lucky at every turn.
No, I knew exactly where
Oh.
I left my... And I didn't use some glass award that any idiot would clearly see was missing. I made a rod out of a special dental polymer, killed him with it, then melted it back down. It's already in a patient's mouth. Son!
Oh, damn. Oh, damn.
Oh, damn.
Damn!
Oh, damn!
There's one thing I still don't understand.
What happened to the other glass award?
Did you know you had the wrong murder weapon?
Turns out a cleaning lady knocked it over and shattered it.
Oh.
Why did you run in there like that?
Because in talking to you, I realized what Philip's worst fear actually was. That we would think he was just some dummy that
He
got
wanted to
lucky.
prove himself.
I'm proud of you, Peralta.
Aw.
Thank you, sir.
Thanks, Dapton.
Now, let's go get some sleep.
Hey, guys.
Hey.
God, I love this job.
Femulon. Not a doctor. Shh. So that was season 5, episode 14 of Brooklyn Nine-Nine, aka the highest rated episode of the series, according to IMDb. What a great episode. You know, I missed seeing our other main cast. It was nice seeing Charles at the end, even if it was just for a second. But this was a great episode. You know, Jake had this case where he had to get a confession out of this guy, and then Holt, you know, he wanted to be a part of it, and then he kind of like undermined Jake and took over, but then Jake was able to figure it out at the end. It was a great episode with a great guest star, Sterling K. Brown. I loved the contrast, because like it's a comedic show, but we also do deal with some serious things, and Holt is a more serious character, although he does have a lot of humorous moments. So like the contrast between the smart cop, dumb cop, and like, you know, the serious cop, unserious cop, with, you know, a serious guy, you know, Philip, was a great dynamic to see. Yeah, this was a great episode. I gotta say, as a Peraltiago fan, as a Peraltiago shipper, I loved this year's Halloween episode. It is one for the history books. When I finish this show, I'll have to like do some reflecting and figure out like my favorite episodes of the show, like maybe my favorites from each season. But I don't know what I would say my favorite is. I mean, probably the Halloween one. I've seen over 100 episodes. I can't think about all of them right now, but this is a great show. And we still have plenty more episodes to watch. We still got the rest of season 5, season 6, season 7, and season 8. I gotta say, I think season 5 is my favorite, just like as a whole. And I believe it's this season where we're getting the first scene I ever saw of the show, like the first clip I ever saw, which is I Want It That Way. And whenever we get to that episode, I have something to bring out. So guys, don't let me forget. Don't let me forget. Anyways, that is going to be it for this video. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you guys next time. Bye! From Milan. Not a doctor. Shh. Do do do.